Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nash, owner of Nash's Wallet, and for today's video I'm going to be stuffing my cash envelopes and sinking funds with my first paycheck that I received for the month of March. So let's hop right into it. I just got back from the bank and we have a total of $555. So I'm just going to go ahead and count that. So we have 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. Perfect. So I'm actually gonna make sure that they're all facing the same way. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out the money and then we will get into it. So we're gonna start off with the envelopes in my wallet. I'm just gonna take them out. So for eat out, we are going to be putting 25. I have over the weekend used already some of the money, so this is kind of what's left over from what I've already spent. So then we have gas. I actually had to put gas today. So we're putting 40. Gas prices definitely have gone up. We no longer have the cheap gas that we had at the start of this whole pandemic. Good time just getting 25. Good Times is what I consider my fun envelope. I just liked the name of it a little bit more. And I honestly can use this on whatever I choose and consider to be fun for that moment. So it varies from month to month, but I like to have just some money there. And miscellaneous is, before I said I would only be using this as a placeholder for my sinking funds, so I can have an envelope in my actual wallet to hold the money that I may use from a sinking fund. But I'm actually now going to be just giving myself a little bit of wiggle room money just in case, like miscellaneous items that I need to buy. I kind of remove and add this envelope as I see fit. And I'm putting in 7 because I actually allocated 12 and I've already used 5. Like I mentioned, over the weekend I did some spending. So these amounts reflect the remaining after the spending that I did. So here we are. And I already used the money for groceries after work yesterday. I ended up going to Stop and Shop and getting a couple things, and that was all of the money that I allocated in the groceries for this paycheck, just so I have either lunch or breakfast or snack options, mainly for work, so I don't spend so much money eating out. But that is the ones in my wallet, and now we can get into the ones in my binder. So same thing, I'm gonna actually take them all out. And this has changed as well from what I had going on in February. I switched out some categories, added, and all that good stuff. So I'll kind of share as we go along. I'm actually going to start off with my tithe envelope. I'll just keep these here. So for tithe, we're going to be putting 83. So 50. And I got my nails done, as you can see. I kind of like go back and forth with having my nails done and all that. I like to kind of just treat myself every once in a while to some acrylics, and this is like good length for work, especially I can't have them too long. But all right, so now we have 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, $83 for tithe. And that go right in here. Boom. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually find my bills envelope while we're here, and this will be getting 168. So this can go back. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna take a 10. Okay, so we should have 168. So 100, 50, 65, 6, 7, 8. 168. So we have baby, which is my boo. We're adding 12, so I'm actually going to put these 3 back just so I can, because it's gonna be 35 in here, just so I can, you know, condense the bills a little bit. So we have 20, 35. There we go. Car is, so there's a lot of more money in here than what used to be in here, especially after the Lash Cast stuffing that you guys saw. I ended up putting everything that was in my subscription envelope in here because I am in the process of saving up for a car. So I kind of just switched my priorities a little bit of what I want to put my savings towards. I don't want to just focus solely on a car. I still want to fund my other sinking funds as well. But I do want to beef this up since I put my entire tax return into my emergency fund. That's going towards my car as well, on top of this, on top of whatever money may come my way, whether stimulus, whether whatever the case may be. I'm intentionally saving for a car to hopefully get it in the near future. So I just wanted to combine them since my subscription was being put towards a AAA. And when I do get a new car, I plan to have a different insurance that has better coverage. So yeah, so instead of what was in here previously, we have almost 160. We have like, I think we have like almost 150. So I'm going to be adding 40. Let's see what we got. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. So we have 189 in car. So there we go. Car is all set. I love how this envelope looks. And then Christmas is getting 25. I'm contributing 50 a month. So we have 50, 75. Just so that by the time Christmas comes around, I already have all of everybody's gifts and any Christmas activities covered. Then I'm gonna stress about it when December rolls around. Gifts is depleted. I ended up using every single dollar in here towards my sister, but I'm glad I did. And now I am going to be putting 30 in here. So now gifts is all set. We then have my sinking fund, which has 25. So I mentioned that I put my tax return in my emergency fund. I gave myself $100 to just spend on whatever the hell I wanted. So after work Friday, I went to the mall, got a couple things that I've been wanting, needed, miscellaneous spending, and the rest I put a couple in here, and then I spent some on food. Either way, the $100 was gone by the end of the weekend, and the rest, which was $1,500, was put in my savings account that's gonna be put towards a car. I just didn't want to have the physical amount on me. It just made more sense to just keep it in my emergency fund, and then when the time came to purchase a car, I can just transfer, withdraw, all that good stuff. So now I'm gonna be adding 10 to my sinking fund, and we have 20, 35. I have something that I want to get that's more of like a luxury item that I'm just going to be slowly saving for. Kind of just trying to keep that in the back of my head so I don't use that money. So we brought this envelope back, which is the travel envelope. Like I mentioned, my sinking funds vary month to month. I kind of just reflect, change my mind, like kind of shift based on my goals or whatever I may need, like for example the car. So I remove, add constantly, and I'm okay with doing that because my priorities change, and the things that I start at the beginning of the year may not reflect where I'm at right now. So I'm starting this one off. I would like to have money set aside so whenever, maybe even a spontaneous weekend trip, I don't even have to think twice because I have money in here for it. So we're gonna start this one off with 20. There we go. And this one is technically my health and beauty envelope. And this one's gonna be getting a pretty good amount of money over the next couple weeks because I do plan on getting my lashes done again. And overall, like, I'm okay. Like, one thing that I realize is while I do have priorities like saving up for a car and saving up for a down payment on a house and my move out fund, I also want to allocate money for things that I like and want and that just make me happy, like having my lash extensions. Before, I would kind of talk myself out of it because it's an expensive beauty service, but if I have the money for it and I'm still prioritizing the other things that I want in my life for my future, I'm okay with allowing myself a little bit of, to treat myself. And I don't really like give myself money week to week to just spend because it ends up being kind of nonsense spending. So I'd rather put that money towards things that I would want, like my nails and my lashes. And for example, having a sinking fund for something more expensive that I would like to buy later on in the future. So yeah, this is I kind of have to like talk myself into this envelope because I'm constantly removing it because I feel like it ends up getting too expensive, which it does. And it's okay to kind of like give myself a break from beauty services or whatever the case may be. But I also want to be okay with treating myself every once in a while to the services that I enjoy. So that's kind of where this comes to play. So we currently have 35 in here. Okay, and then move out envelope has 50 and we're going to be putting 30. So now we have 50, 70, 80. Like I mentioned, this is like, it's a priority, but it's more of just a priority that I want to be intentional with saving up for this. So when the time does come, whether it is a year or two from now that I decide to move out, I have more than enough set aside. I don't have to stress and worry about making ends meet when I do want to move out. So, and then this one is funded from my actual envelopes in my wallet whenever I receive any single dollar bills back from a transaction. Let's say I'm paying for food from my eat out envelope and it's $8 and I get $2 back. That's the $2 ends up going in here, so then I can build it up. And this is, I originally wanted to go to my emergency fund, but that's before I ended up getting a new job, so I'm actually already giving my emergency fund money every month, so this may go to something completely different. But for now I just want to save all my dollars and decide whether halfway through the year or at the end of the year what I want to do with this. So I definitely have to do an update on my savings progress. I think I'm going to do it as in like a Q1 update, so you guys can see where I'm at between my 52-week, this savings, and I'm actually going to be starting off a new savings 100 envelope. But I'm currently waiting for my package from Terra Budgets. I got the 100 envelope box and I'm really excited to incorporate that going into Q2, and I want to share with you guys that as well. So that'll probably all be in a video combined of my savings, but I'm not going to be adding anything in here because I haven't gotten any ones. And then here we should have $15. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, yes, 15. And this is going towards my student loan. It's gonna be like an extra debt payment. This envelope I made originally when I was basically saving my bills all individually versus in one envelope. So now I'm just gonna use this envelope to hold my debt, my extra debt payments. But now we just have to reorganize all of this. And then, as you can see, they're all there. Perfect. So, as I like to say, all the money is gone, so we're at the end of this cash stuffing. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was much more of a chill and relaxed cash stuffing, just because it's very fun for me to just put the cash into each envelope, and I enjoy it and look forward to it. So I hope you guys enjoy as well. It's kind of like I'm just hanging out with one of my friends, talking about budgeting, stuffing some envelopes, and just, you know, having a good time. So if you haven't already, check out my shop down below. Also subscribe, stick around, check out some other budgeting lifestyle content that I have on this channel. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing for the month of March, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.